Jim, what's the week been like since Saturday? It was a really positive day and so far a positive week.
Yeah, really good week. The players have been very responsive. Obviously, we got a great result down at Wimbledon that we're all really pleased about and lifted the squad. Off the back of that, it's been really progressive, working all week on trying to get better in as many areas that we've identified as possible where we can do that. So the players have been brilliant, they've been incredible. That was my first thought after the game on Saturday was, how pleased I was with the players, how thankful I was of them and how they deserved all the credit on the day. And I think they make or break the training week. I can do my best to provide, sort of the best possibilities for us in training that I think I can. But it's all down to them. It's all down to their drive and their ambition to take every session forward and their ambition to get better every day. Just want to try and make this a learning environment, an improvement environment, and the players have been excellent in taking that on board so far this week.
And just sort of final point on Saturday, a clean sheet of defending yourself, that must have been quite pleasing.
It was very pleasing, yeah, for the team, for the staff, for all of us as a collective. I know that would have felt great for goalkeepers and defenders, I know it would, but so much work went into that from every aspect of the week's planning and every aspect of every player that was on the pitch. Loads of the final key moments were defended by our defenders and by the goalkeeper, and they played their part massively in that clean sheet, and they deserve huge plaudits for that. But there was also loads of other areas that need to be highlighted, that were key components in providing us that basis to steal the game.
And you just spoke there about sort of everyone's playing the part. I've seen you pull many aside one-on-one today. You spoke to them as a group. You're still implementing your style of play. Obviously, another week into it. How have the lads reacted this week? Obviously, they showed that they reacted well by doing it and putting your plan in place on Saturday. What have they been like this week with it?
Yeah, it's grown and evolved, and it seems strange saying that because it's still such a short time frame since I got asked to do the job, but I can only be myself. I can only do it in my style, in my way. I can only really be authentic. Otherwise, if I'm pretending or not doing it in someone else's way, it won't feel right and it won't come across right to the players. So it's been done my way, and yes, there's been lots of individual work, there's been lots of small meeting work and small groups, and obviously there's been the team stuff as well, but I think the players have shown good responses to the methods I've tried and we've tried as a staff to implement in this short time window, and hopefully that continues to bear fruit moving forward.
Last week were a different to sort of a normal week. You took the lads from Tuesday onwards, but still getting your head around everything. This week's different again because you're not playing Saturday, you're playing Friday, and you've also got Monday. We've got a busy Easter weekend coming up. What's your initial thoughts ahead of that? A busy weekend, you've got 2 games to prep for, I guess. I'm
really excited to plan and play those games and to watch the players play those games. I'm really excited to try and provide our players the opportunity to be the best they can be, and show their best skills and versions of themselves on the pitch. That sort of stuff really excites me, Ash. It's stuff I enjoy. So an Easter weekend, 2 games coming up, I always love them as a player. There's just a niche feel to them. You only kind of get that window around Christmas and Easter where the schedule really changes and it feels different, and I just think it's great to have 2 exciting games, so close together over a period whereby the fans should naturally be feeling a bit of heart over the Easter period, and it's an exciting period.
And everyone's got the part to play. It's more than just the 11 on the pitch, the subs, the reserves, and even some of the youth team lads who we've seen come and train with the first team.
Yeah.
How important is that everyone's together as one at the minute? It's
key. Yeah, it's totally pivotal to any success. The football club has always had that unity during the times when we've done things well, and the times when we've been riding high, so to speak. So to try and unify that spirit as much as possible again between team, staff, youth team, fan base, that's vital. For a club of our size, it's vital. That's what makes us powerful, makes us difficult to face. You know, and in years gone by, we've been a very difficult club to face, and people haven't enjoyed coming to play against our team and against the spirit that our team has. And I think the fans have known that. So it's really important to me to try and do the things that I think I can control to help us try and achieve that again. And
just going back a little bit, Walsall are our opponents and the first team we're going to face in this busy sort of Easter weekend. What's your thoughts ahead of them? You sort of had a few meetings today. I'm sure you'll have more meetings going on during the rest of the week as well.
Yeah, solid unit, solid outfit. Don't concede many goals. Know what they're doing. Have a good manager at this level. Who's got success at this level. A well budgeted side, I think, based on their roster of players. There's players there they've got that other managers will welcome in their squad. They know what they're doing ultimately, and they're going to be difficult opponents. They really are, and we've got to do our best to try and implement our style on the game, try and take the game to the areas of the pitch that we want it to be in, and we're just working every day to try and make it the best game possible for us.
Jim, is there any update you can give on a few of the lads who've been out or injured at the minute?
Yeah, the injury situation's not a good one. I certainly wouldn't call it a good one at all. It's affecting the squad at the moment, losing some key players. So I would say that we lose Tumani Diagaraga from the weekend. He picked up an injury in the warm-up, was unable to actually come on in the game. Rhys Bennett, surgery, he'll be out for the season. Devante Rodney is worse than we thought, or worse than we initially thought, I would probably say. Devante tried to come out and get going again on the grass, but felt problems. He's got a muscular tear, a bit of a complicated one, or more complicated than we initially thought anyway. So Devante certainly can't join us anytime soon, I don't think. AD White's still out long term. He was having real problems after having successive concussions, which has been hindering AD from returning to training. So we've had to do the right thing, which is the most important thing by AD. Toby Malarkey does rejoin us this weekend though, rejoins the squad after completing his concussion protocol. I think that's about it.
Yeah. And one of the key things you sort of highlighted at the weekend was how important the fans were. Obviously we've been away from home for 2 weekends on the spin now, back at home, your first sort of game in charge at the Crown Royal Arena this weekend. What's your sort of message to the fans ahead of that game?
That we appreciate them, that I appreciate them, that they were amazing down at Wimbledon for us, and I think when I done post-match down there, I was just letting the fans know that the players are human just like they are too, the fans, and they've felt the pain that the fans have felt, and when we're unified and we're all as one, I know that that's when we're going in the right direction, and we're working towards something that we can all enjoy, we can all have a good experience from. I would ask the fans just to stay with the team, support the team as much as possible. Nobody thinks we can stay up. Everyone have written us off. And at the point of me getting the job, I don't think there's anyone outside of our football club that realistically thinks we could stay up. But as long as we retain that fight with our fans, us as a squad, as long as we just focus on the next game, focus on the next training session, focus on the next moment, then who knows what could happen. I fully believe we can win the next game, and I know one thing for sure is that we won't win the game without the support of our fans. We won't. It just doesn't happen. So they're crucial. They're as crucial as any player doing a certain job out on the pitch for us. They're crucial, and I would let them know that I appreciate the crucial role that they play, and I look forward to seeing them play it this weekend.